What's up, Hokie fans? Coach Mike Holmes with Sons of Saturday coming to you from Castle Rock, Colorado with the next edition of the 10-Minute Tailgate. Every week on the 10-Minute Tailgate, we come to you with a curated recipe and cocktail so that you may better enjoy the Hokies from home. This week, the Virginia Tech Hokies come to Lane Stadium for the first time in the 2025 season to play the Vanderbilt Commodores. So this week, we're going to pay a little tribute to the city of Nashville, and we're going to do our own little twist on some Nashville hot chicken. But we're going to kind of tweak it a little bit and make some Nashville hot chicken bites. And for our cocktail this week, we're going to take some George Dickel Tennessee whiskey, and we're going to make a Tennessee Mule out of it. So we're going to add some ginger beer and some lime to it, and it's going to be mighty tasty. So first off, let's kind of go over our ingredients for what we're going to throw into our Nashville hot chicken bites. So first off, I have some chicken thighs. Now, some people prefer to use chicken breast. I prefer the chicken thigh. It's a little fattier. It's a little more flavorful, especially for what we're going to use in this recipe. Now, I've had it marinating for a few hours in some pickle juice. That's going to really infuse well into the chicken. It's also going to tenderize it a little bit and allow it to cook a little bit better. So the chicken's been marinating for a little bit, and you see it sitting here. And I'm going to go outside and I'll cook it on the Blackstone here in a little bit. Then going to create a aioli to before we put it into our wraps and make our bites. And that aioli is going to be a lemon garlic parmesan aioli. There's a lot of different flavors in there, but believe me, it's all going to pair well with our Nashville hot chicken. So without any further ado, let's get to it. We're going to take this right outside here in just a second. We'll put this on the grill. We'll be right back in just a few minutes, and we'll get this stuff going on the grill. When I come right back to you, the chicken will be done. We'll chop it up. We'll put all this stuff together. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so now that our chicken thighs are nice and done, we brought them back in, and like any good meat off the grill, we're going to let it sit for a little bit and let those juices get themselves back into the meat. So we're going to let them sit for just a couple seconds. Now, while we're doing that, we're going to make our aioli. Okay. Now, aioli is just a really fancy word for flavored mayonnaise, right? So we're not going to really, try to really church it up. But this is going to be kind of the base layer that we're going to put our chicken on top of before we go ahead and roll it up in our tortilla, chop it up, and make the bites. Okay. So we're going to start with our good old Duke's mayonnaise, because in this house there's no other mayonnaise but Duke's. All right, and hopefully in your house as well. This is not a paid sponsorship, but Duke's mayonnaise is where it's at. All right. So we don't have really a measuring spoon or measuring cup for this. It's really just kind of an eyeball thing. Really kind of how I've always made these. But if you're really looking for a true measurement, you're really looking for about a quarter of a cup. Okay. So looking for about a quarter of a cup. And if you eyeball it, it's going to be about the size of a golf ball. Okay. Is about a quarter of a cup. Okay. Now, when it comes to your lemon flavor, okay, I'm going in two different directions. So I'm doing just a couple of splashes of lemon juice. And again, if you're looking for a true measurement, it's going to be about half of a teaspoon, okay, of lemon juice. Okay, again, I'm doing a couple of squirts of lemon juice, store-bought lemon juice. You can use if you're using a real lemon and you want the juice of a real lemon, you want to use about the juice of about a quarter or a third of a lemon. Okay, it's not depending on the size. All right. Now, I'm also, because I like a little bit of spice, we're already putting some Nashville hot seasoning on this, so spice shouldn't be afraid of it. I'm adding some lemon pepper seasoning to this as well. It's going to add a little bit of zest, and it's going to add a little bit of tang. Okay. And again, we're going to do about a quarter of a teaspoon of lemon pepper seasoning to this aioli. Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, again, we're not using a whole bunch. We're just going to add about another quarter of a teaspoon of grated Parmesan cheese. All right? Or half teaspoon, excuse me. Parmesan cheese. Now, minced garlic. You could use whole clove garlic, but again, this is a 10-minute tailgate. We want to make these recipes easy. If you want to go ahead and smash and chop, by all means, okay? But we want to make this quick and easy. So buy the store-bought easy garlic, okay? And again, just get about half of a teaspoon's worth, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much you really like your garlic, okay? And add that to your bowl. Now, that's pretty much it, okay? And now all you want to do, for me, you can use a whisk, but for me, I've always found a fork is a little bit easier because then you can kind of scrape the sides and incorporate a little bit easier. Hopefully, you guys at home, if I haven't blocked the at-home camera, the close-up camera, hopefully you guys can see here what I'm looking at. This is a new feature this year on the 10-minute tailgate. I've added this second camera over here so you guys can get a little close-up view of what we're doing. So again, with this aioli, we're just getting a kind of a base here, just kind of mixing everything really good. And it's not a whole lot. The great thing about this recipe, you can make as few as you want. You can make as many as you want, okay? Depending on the size of your tailgate. We have a lot of chicken thighs here. The package that it came in was quite tremendous, and I'm going to have some chicken thighs later on for dinner tonight. So, I'm not going to use all of them here in this video. So I'm only going to use a few here to show you, to demonstrate what we're doing. So I'm only going to break out a few of these here. So now that I have my aioli and I have my chicken, let's start building these and putting them together. So I have my building station here, and let's get this into view. Okay, get these into view. First thing I want to do is I want to get my chicken and cut it into slices. Okay, and I'll cut it into the longer strips you have, the easier this is going to be. Okay, so let's find a good long piece of chicken thigh. Okay, and you want it to be about a half an inch minimum. The thinner you get, the more difficult it's going to be to wrap, and the more difficult it's going to be for the toothpick that we're going to stick into it at the end for that to hold. Okay, so try to get about a half inch all the way across, and run your run your knife all the way through, and again try to run that all the way through. And again, you should be able to get 2 or 3 passes all the way through. And if you're left with a couple of pieces at the end, that's fine. I'll show you what to do with those little small pieces, because those chicken thighs like to give you those little tiny pieces there at the end. Okay, and we'll go ahead and do 2 of these. I'll show you what to do with one of the smaller thighs as well. So if you get one of these smaller guys, okay, do the same thing. Okay, about half-inch pieces. They're smaller, they're a little wider. Same thing. Sometimes you're left with these little smaller pieces. We'll set those off to the side. And now we're about ready to build. Okay? Whatever tortillas you prefer. In our house, we do a lot of lower carb stuff. So we're going to go with we have the low carb version of the tortilla. Works for us. Okay? Whatever you prefer. Get a spoon. Take a little bit of your aioli, and you just want to kind of spread a thin layer across your tortilla. Okay? Maybe about an inch and a half wide. You don't need to cover the whole thing. Again, because your toothpick is going to hold it together. Okay? Take your Nashville hot seasoning. Okay? You can buy this at any store. I got this at our local King Soopers here in Colorado, which is part of the Kroger family. So if you have Kroger where you're at, you're in Virginia, I think they have Kroger, but most grocery stores will carry some type of Nashville hot seasoning. You can buy this. It is pretty spicy, so just be mindful of that. Be very careful, because it will give you a little bit of a kick. Okay, so I brought over some of the other smaller pieces, kind of show you what to do with those here in a little bit. So give yourself a little generous coating of that Nashville hot seasoning, and toss it around. You toss it around in there, it should coat all over those pieces that you have ready to go. You can do this in a bowl and toss it if you want to, if you don't want to get it all over your fingers like me. But again, it's a tailgate recipe. You're not really concerned about that. Okay? Now you want to take your strips, okay, and line it up where it's just enough to where you can cover your entire tortilla. Hopefully all of you at home, if I've not covered you up, hopefully you can see in a close-up where I've just covered up my tortilla. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my tortilla, fold it over. Oh, I forgot one more important piece. I forgot the pickle. Okay? I'm going to take my pickle slices. This is going to determine how many slices, how many pieces I get out of this particular roll. Okay? I'm going to put one pickle per bite that I want to cut. So this one is only going to have 4 bites. Or no, I can squeeze these together a little bit more. I'm going to get 5 bites out of this one. Okay? Now, I'm going to fold my tortilla up, and I'm going to try to roll it tight. Okay? Because I don't want that pickle to slide out. Okay? Try to roll it tight. Keep it as tight as I can. Okay? And then when I get to the end, I want to take my knife and try to remember as best as I can where I put those pickles, right? Because you try to space them out as best you can. Okay? Make a little score on each one. Okay? Now, when I say score, you're just making a mark with your knife about halfway through. Okay? Then, if I can remember, but your toothpicks are going to drop right on top of where all of the pickles are, all your pickles go. And then you're going to finish your cut on top of the pickle. Now that I've made my cut, put the toothpicks in there, I'm going to finish my cut. All the way through. So now, to plate them, all I'm going to do is pick it up by the toothpick, and you see the toothpick is going through the pickle, into the chicken, into the tortilla, and it's holding everything together. Okay? Everything is nice in there, nice and tight. You have your aioli down there in the bottom, and you can line them up nice and neat on the plate. All right, so now let's build one with all the little tiny pieces. Okay? That makes it a little different. Okay? This is going to be with those little tiny pieces here. Again, we're going to spread a nice thin layer of our aioli. Man, it smells so good in here, y'all. I'm telling you, this is a great dish. Okay? We're going to take our little small bites, and we're going to place them, and we'll try to center them right in the middle. Okay? And again, we'll do 5 on this because 5 seemed to be a pretty good number before. Okay? And then we'll put our pickle right on top of each one. You get a good sized pickle for each one here. Here we go. Okay, so now, as you can see, I have a pickle covering each little bite. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold it over and roll it up tight. Okay, going to try to find where that little indentation is between each bite and make my little score mark so I know where each one's supposed to go. If I have my toothpicks, I would drop my toothpick in each one. But again, as you can see, the toothpick may not even be necessary for you. That just makes it a little bit more easier to serve at the tailgate. The tortilla really does kind of hold everything together, especially when that aioli's there. And then we're going to drop these right on our plate. Okay? Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen at home, these are our Nashville hot chicken bites. All right, another recipe here from the 10-minute tailgate. Use this when we're playing those sorry punks from Vanderbilt, and we get Diego Pavia out here, and he's doing his Conor McGregor, and he's acting all crazy out there on the sidelines, and hopefully they have a little comeuppance coming to them when they travel up to Blacksburg this year. Okay, so we'll come right back, and next time you see me, we'll put together our Tennessee Mule with a little George Dickel and a little ginger beer, and we'll be right back. See you in just a second. Take care. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here with the drink side of the 10-minute tailgate, cocktail side, and today we're making a Tennessee Mule. This is a variation of the Moscow Mule. We are using George Dickel Tennessee whiskey. It is, in my opinion, a little bit better than Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. And so in this recipe, it is Tennessee whiskey. We're mixing with ginger beer and a lime. So again, it's a real simple cocktail, but it's light, it's crisp, it's got a nice whiskey flavor to it. And for a nice summer day or summer evening in Blacksburg, because I believe it's a evening kickoff in Blacksburg, should be able to enjoy quite a few of these if you're tailgating in Blacksburg. So let's go ahead and put one of these together. All right. So the first thing I want to do, I have a lime here. I got a half a lime. And I'm going to go ahead and put the juice of one lime down here in the bottom. I'm going to use a whole lime here. So I'm going to really get that lime flavor good and in there. Okay? I'm actually going to leave the lime halves down in there. Make sure that lime flavor gets in there good. Okay? All right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my ice. Okay? So I got my ice cubes. Then I'm going to fill my glass with ice. And because this is a 1 liquor drink, we're going to use 2 ounces. Okay? So we're going to use 2 ounces of George Dickel. And again, because it's a tailgate drink, we're going to eyeball it. Okay? That's about 2 ounces right there. Okay? And then we're going to fill up with ginger beer. You could use Bundaberg's, you could use Pure, you could use whatever ginger beer you prefer. I believe Fever Tree's got one. Q makes one. Whatever one you prefer. This is Barrett's ginger beer. We're just going to fill it to the top. And the carbonation in the ginger beer is going to mix everything around for us. And there we go. There is your Tennessee Mule. The lime and the ginger pair really well with the whiskey. And we're going to drink it out of this mason jar here because it's Tennessee. All right? Here's to it. Go Hokies. That's really, really tasty. You taste the lime, taste the ginger. With the ginger beer, it's not quite as sweet. You get a little bit more of the true ginger flavor versus a ginger ale. It's not quite as sugary, and the lime really pairs well again with the George Dickel. I'm going to enjoy one of these Nashville chicken bites. I did end up finding my toothpicks. They were in the refrigerator of all places. Who knew? Things are crazy out here in Colorado. But I'm going to enjoy this. So good. The spice of the hot chicken is cooled off by the aioli and the pickle, and the heat really kind of comes in there at the end. It's so nice. But thankfully, I have my Tennessee Mule to cool it off. So thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you joining us. We'll see you next week with another 10-minute tailgate. Thank you to the Sons of Saturday for having us on the network. Follow them on all of the social media channels. Follow me as well at Hokie Hitter. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I know we're making the push for 5,000 subscribers, so make sure to follow. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Make sure to also follow Sam and Pete on Too Deep, and make sure to listen to them on the Too Deep podcast, and also College Football Monday, which is the live show that comes out every Monday night. And so thank you all. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We really appreciate you. And thanks for everything. Go Hokies.